Breaking news: Nigerian soldiers exposes army commander in Borno as they delay supply of arms meant to fight the Boko to ensure safety of not just their lives but of the people. This is what goes on in Nigeria. This is what is happening. You think that these people, they want this thing to end. They don't want it to end though. There are people in government, there are people who are who are in every sphere of leadership, who are part and parcel of what is going on. And if you hear what Nigerian army, are saying very soon, I just pray this person's identity is kept, because what they would do is that they would take the person to they have their own army courts, okay, which is not the conventional one where they will go ahead and they will, where they will declare such a person is killed and all that. And a lot more goes on in this country. They are supposed to supply arms. They will refuse to do that. What they are supposed to do, they refuse to do their own bit, and they leave the rest for others, to go through. This is what goes on in Nigeria. Do you see what is going on? This is what goes on in Nigeria. You are supposed to bring, a weapon and assist these people to get better, yet you do nothing about it. Let's get the shocking confession. Exclusive: Nigerian soldiers kick as army commander refuses and delays supply of arms meant to fight the Bokos. One of the military sources said the federal government already released arms for the Nigerian army in order to help the soldiers combat the terrorists currently ravaging, especially Borno State. Some Nigerian soldiers in Maiduguri, Borno State, have accused top officers in the Nigerian army, including the including threats to the commander of his refusal to release the arms to them to fight the Bokos. Apparently, the commander is a northerner, and also with the ideology and the mindset that nothing should happen to these people, and so has not spoken in terms of allowing true fight to bring to an end insecurity. The soldier who speak to Sahara reporters lamented that the rate of corruption in the army is unbelievable, that the general, Major General Chris Musa, based in Maiduguri, refused to release the arms to them, to the men of the 145 Battalion Brigadier, following the refusal of the brigadier commander in sequel to certain demands. One of the military sources said the federal government already released the arm for the Nigerian army in order to help them combat the insecurity. He, however, said the corrupt practices among the military commanders and their top officers is unbelievable. He said the Nigerian army has refused to release the new arms to enable them fight the Bokos. He said there are people and army officers at the toppest position who are of the mindset with the same Bokos. They are always angry whenever the Nigerian army gains a upper hand and do everything to frustrate their efforts in combating this insecurity. Speaking with fire reporters, another personnel contributed, saying the government released the arm to them to share to look to the locations in Borno to be able to fight the insurgents. The 5 Brigadier and 145 Battalion were among army based in the boundary between Nigeria, Niger, and Benin Republic. This is the place the insurgents usually base their attack and launch out into Meduguri. These places are the key points that are exposed that needs to be guarded. However, top military personnel who do not want this war to end continue to take this away from them and refuse to allow the arms to be released to them. So these are army personnel revealing what is going on in the Nigerian army. When you look at them, you think that they are genuinely concerned and want these things to end. To a large extent, you will find yourself making a huge mistake. They don't want it to end. You are the one who thought they want it to end. No, they don't want it to end. No, there is no thought about that. They don't want it to end. They love it the way it is. And have you noticed that most of the military personnel are also from the north? Have you noticed? Have you paid attention to notice they're also from the north? And many of them feel that, those who are going against the Bokos are destroying their brothers, and their brothers are fighting a holy war. So whether you like it or not, there is that religious bias. That's why the matter. Are you not surprised that with the whole of Nigerian army experience, who are these people that they cannot crush? Putting them together, they are not up to a whole state. Putting them, so are they more than the Nigerian army put together? That is to tell you that there is more to this than beneath the eyes. There is more going on in this. There are people in the Nigerian army who do not want this to end. And these are the people that, we are hearing about. They don't want it to end. They love the status quo. They love the way it is, the way they are being relevant with, continuous insecurity matter being debated, that this and that and that. That's what they love. They love the whole attention, and really, sincerely speaking, they are doing nothing. Just roaming around and, pretending to be busy, but really, truly, sincerely speaking, doing nothing. These are people who do not care. They don't have, any iota of respect for human lives. They do whatever they want to do. You think that the generals want this to end. Yes, that's your mind. That's your thought. That's what you think. Should I bust your bubbles? They don't want it. Most of them don't want it. If it ends, so they will go back to the barracks. Yes, and they don't want that to. No, no, no. They want to stay relevant, and more money to be released to them to do whatever they are doing. They know what they are. They know what they are up to. If I tell you that there is game involved in this, you will not believe it. Do you know that they are trying to create a whole ministry for insecurity? And you think that it will just go away with a flick of an hand? No, it will not. Unless God intervene. Because corruption is not just eating deep into Nigeria, it is becoming like a way of life and a lifestyle. And if something is not done immediately to stop this, this continuous oppression going on in this government, you'll be surprised what will follow. And these are armies now telling Nigerians that you think that these people, they want this thing to end. Go to Borno State and see persons that have been displaced. Children have not gone to school for over 20 years. That is 2 decades. A decade is 10 years. Some have not gotten into school for a long period of time. They don't care. After all, they themselves, they are protected. After all, they themselves, they are looking after themselves. So they don't care. Really, sincerely speaking, they don't really sincerely care. So what do we do? And how do we sort this out? There must be that position where everybody knows that what is going on is wrong and we stand up against it. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. Bye for now.